Hi, Marty Murphy here, and I love the title of this newsletter video, WTF Tapping. I think pretty much you know what that stands for. And this has really been the cornerstone of my work, and I want to give a little explanation of how this came to be. Is years ago, before I found tapping, I was doing the work with the woman Byron Katie, and she has the Judge Your Neighbor worksheet. And I started to do that, and I really found some relief in it, yet I always felt like there's still something missing here for me. And the idea behind it is be brutally honest. Like, be brutally honest. If you're upset with someone, be brutally honest. And then you fill out this worksheet, and then you do the turnarounds. And I got movement and help with that, but the part I feel that was missing, if I could speak, the part that I feel was missing is the tapping, because I could only get myself so far with that. So when I started working with clients and I would see there would be a lot of angst and anger with people, and I did this with myself, with my parents, because when I got very honest with myself about what had happened, I literally felt like I hated them. And I know I've shared this before, but when I was able to tap through this, and my parents have both been passed away for a long time. In fact, it's interesting that I'm making this video today because tomorrow, which is October 25th, 2016, will be 10 years that my mother passed, and my father's been gone about 15 years now. But I got really honest with myself, and I was like, I hate them. And I hate those effers is really what I said to myself. And that, think about that, honor thy father and mother, doesn't get much more forbidden than that, to actually feel like you hate your parents. And I don't feel that way now. And yet that was years of stuffing down my emotions and trying to go to forgiveness before I was ready to go to it. And I believe that's a mistake so many of us make. We try and force ourselves, because that's what we're taught to do, to go to forgiveness before we're ready and really able to be forgiving. And I believe the way through that is that you have to acknowledge your deepest, darkest, ugliest truth about anyone in your life that you really feel upset with. And it can be a situation that you feel is unjust and unfair in your life, and go to the darkest truth that you feel that you have. So here would be the way to get yourself in touch with that. If you could say anything to this person, and we're just going to stick with a person for this video, anything. They're never going to hear this. They're never going to get hurt by it, because you're not going to walk up to them and say this. You have a safe environment where you could say anything to them. What would you say? And when I've asked clients this, the F word always comes up. It's really interesting. And before we start tapping, always take responsibility for yourself in this, especially in this one, because you can have really strong emotion come up, and just keep tapping. But take responsibility for yourself and go back and tap on this as many times as you need to. So call to mind a person that you're like, if I could say anything to them, this is what I would say. And whatever that is that comes up for you, like, put being appropriate on the shelf. You can pick that up anytime you want to. Again, they're never going to hear this. You're not going to hurt them saying this. You're in a safe place. And the way I see this is it's you allowing that kid in you a voice. And you're releasing poison from your energy system. Because we all hear, it's like when you have anger and you hang on to it, it's like, throwing a hot coal, but you burn yourself in the process. I don't remember that statement really well, so sorry for that. But the idea behind it is that you hurt yourself more with anger, which I totally believe is true. But does that help you? Just that, knowing that, like, well, if I hang on to anger, it hurts me more. To me, what I believe about that is, again, it's just trying to tell yourself, well, I shouldn't feel that way. I shouldn't feel angry, because then it hurts me more. Does that really help you move through the anger? I say go into it. Go into the anger. Go into your truth about it. The caveat is you need to tap. Just tap through it. If it's F you, I hate you, what the F? What the hell? And tap through that. So, disclaimer here, I'm going to drop F-bombs tapping on this sequence. This may or may not feel right to you, but I have not found anyone yet who hasn't at some point gone, oh my God, I feel liberated after this. So call to mind that person and just start at the eyebrow and tap through it. What the fuck? Oh my God. I am so pissed at them. What the hell were they thinking? This feels so unfair. What the fuck were they thinking? God, I feel like I hate them right now. This feels locked inside of me. And I want to get it out. But I'm not supposed to say this. And I'm not supposed to feel this way. So I stuff it. I stuff it a little more. And I become like a volcano. I just keep pushing it down and pushing it down. And inside, I'm seething. What the fuck? I hate them. Oh my God. I am not supposed to say that out loud. But it's my truth. I do not want to feel this way. But right now, I do. I am so pissed. I am so hurt. How can they do this? And think it's okay? It totally sucks for me. I'm so pissed. What if the key here is to let it out, to speak my darkest truth. And when I'm tapping, I change it. I don't have to hang on to it this way. I let it out. I let that ugly truth out. And I free it from my energy system. I release this poison from my energy system. And the upside is, by freeing myself, I actually energetically begin to unhook from this person. And ultimately, I free them. But I gotta get it out. That's freedom. Nobody gets hurt. Actually, a healing happens. And ultimately, this is a win-win for everyone. most importantly, me. The most important person in my life. So if I need to say fuck you to them, what if I can make that okay? I do it privately, in a safe way, and nobody gets hurt. I actually heal myself, and energetically, I heal them in the process too. And that's better for everyone. And what else is possible when I free myself first and I free them as well? And then take a breath. And if you need to go back and tap through this sequence, do it as many times as you need to. And I say this, I teach clients to do this. Go to that dark place. If it's F you, I hate you, but the caveat is you tap. And when you do it truly, you are freeing yourself from that energy. And the byproduct is you free them energetically. And it's they don't have to know this. It's better if you keep it to yourself, but you just let yourself free yourself this way. It is huge. And I have seen so much transformation happen in my own life and with clients when you allow yourself to go there. But you tap, you have to tap. That's the caveat, because that's what's going to shift the energy. So, hope you found this helpful. And that's it. Bye for now.